Fantastic news for XRP holders. With the formal approval of the final settlement with Ripple, the SEC has set a stage for a cryptocurrency revolution. The long-running legal dispute between Ripple and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has finally concluded, and many experts and investors are delighted with the conclusion. The Ripple network is now free from the XRP's future is uncertain due to long-standing legal uncertainty. Many industry watchers are predicting a significant price surge for XRP, with some predicting a $5,000 gain. A major roadblock for Ripple was cleared away once the case settled, and XRP can now participate in unprecedented growth. Ripple is free to focus on expanding its company, developing new alliances, and increasing XRP's value in the financial sector by gaining institutional adoption now that the legal landscape is clear. This means that XRP holders who have been patient during this wild ride can soon reap huge rewards. Soaring and echoing financial institutions and payment processors throughout the world are jumping on this bandwagon. With XRP's future looking better than ever, now could be the moment to pay close attention if you've been wondering if it's ready to reach the $55,000 barrier. The Ripple network may now thrive thanks to the SEC settlement, and the market for cryptocurrencies is already reacting positively to this positive development. I am thrilled at this very moment to understand the immense importance of this settlement for XRP and the limitless potential for its future growth. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission and XRP have been involved in a legal dispute for quite some time. Ripple faced substantial penalties after the SEC accused the company of selling XRP without first registering it as a security. The lawsuit shook up the market since investors weren't sure if XRP would be considered a security, which may make it illegal for companies to use or trade the cryptocurrency. Despite Ripple's best efforts, the legal battle threatened the company's business model, which in turn reduced the value of XRP. Its position that as a digital currency, XRP should not be subject to the same regulations as equities or bonds. Ripple continued to expand its alliances and show how useful XRP was throughout this time. To prove that XRP might revolutionize international money transfers, the business teamed up with prominent banks and financial organizations from around the world. Payment processing by offering an alternative to traditional ways that is more efficient, less costly, and fast. Many people were hoping that the dispute would be resolved at some point, but Ripple's technology kept gaining pace in the meanwhile. The final approval of the deal is a huge win for Ripple, ending years of legal uncertainty. And now that the regulatory landscape is clear, investors can rest easy knowing that Ripple and XRP may continue to grow and expand. This is a watershed moment since the green light opens doors to new growth opportunities and lets Ripple concentrate on its goal of updating the world's financial system. Long-term success. The final settlement was accepted by the SEC, and XRP price has been rising since then. Now that the legal struggle is finished, analysts believe that this is just the beginning and the big boom might be coming shortly. What follows as an important concern is the market's reaction to this noteworthy announcement. People who were skeptical about XRP's future are getting back into the market today, hoping to make a profit off of what could be the beginning of a big price surge. Some industry watchers have even put the price of XRP at $1 billion. This would be a massive gain, according to the experts. The SEC's approval has put investors' faith in Ripple's potential back into the market, as much as $55,000 for every coin. Several elements have contributed to this forecast. Now that regulatory ambiguity has been addressed, large financial institutions are embracing Ripple's technology for cross-border payments, which makes institutional investors who were unwilling to invest in XRP before more likely to do so. The demand for XRP is expected to, the potential for XRP to become an integral part of global financial transactions is high, given the increasing adoption of Ripple's technology by banks and payment processors. An additional factor is the general growth of the cryptocurrency market, which is driven by the increasing acceptance of cryptocurrencies. Assets having a strong potential for XRP growth are becoming increasingly popular due to a perfect storm of institutional support, practicality, and regulatory hurdles puts it in a prime position to profit from this surgeon's interest. The $5,000 price point and the clarity it provides create an ideal setting for XRP's fast growth. The goal may be ambitious, but many believe it is within reach, especially if XRP continues its upward trajectory. The future of the world's financial system. Given the market's reaction thus far, it seems like XRP is ready to go forward. With the legal issue cleared up, the path to a substantial price gain is more apparent than before. Those who have stuck with XRP through thick and thin will reap the rewards as the cryptocurrency's future looks brighter than it has in a long time, would soon experience substantial gains, thus what gives rise to the hope that XRP's price will go up to $5,000. While several variables may have played a role in Ripple's meteoric rise in value, the abolition of a major legal hurdle in the SEC litigation makes it far easier for the company to expand without perpetually worrying about being sued. The next step for Ripple is to focus entirely on growing its network of partnerships, applications, and tools. With Ripple's global partnerships with major banks and payment processors, XRP is sure to be in high demand as more companies adopt its blockchain technology for international money transfers. Unlike many other cryptocurrencies, XRP has practical applications in the financial sector, which is a major reason for its future growth. Continuing to seek for real-world applications. In the payments business, XRP has already proven its worth as more institutions utilize Ripple's technology for payment settlement. Banks and other financial institutions in today's globally integrated economy are in dire need of Ripple's solution, which allows for cross-border transactions to be conducted more quickly, cheaply, and efficiently. An increase in the demand for XRP could lead to increase the price. The utilization of XRP leads to an increase in its value, which in turn fuels its expansion. Adoption by certain institutions is another crucial consideration. Now that the regulatory fog is lifted, institutional investors who are waiting for legal certainty are likely to pour massive quantities of money into the XRP market. When huge financial institutions buy into a cryptocurrency, its value can skyrocket because of their purchasing power. An increase in demand might drive up the price of cryptocurrencies if more big banks use Ripple's technology and XRP as a bridge currency. The growing use of cryptocurrency in traditional financial institutions is last but not least an important factor in XRP's growth. Possibilities for growth as the global popularity of cryptocurrencies keeps rising because of its reputation as a fast, scalable, and inexpensive solution for international payments. XRP is a popular choice among investors. Institutional interest, practical uses, and widespread adoption of cryptocurrencies are driving XRP's price upwards, which might lead to a new all-time high. For existing XRP holders,